All right, so you're getting ready for an interview as a footwear finishing and packing operator.
That's great.
We've got a ton of intel here from RoleCatcher to help you nail it.
It's all about being prepared.
Think of this deep dive as your secret weapon.
Exactly.
We're going to break down some sample questions, give you some insider tips,
Yeah.
and even give you some career advice along the way.
Sounds good.
First things first, let's break down what a footwear finishing and packing operator actually does.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty straightforward,
Yeah, it is.
but what are the nuances of this job?
Well, it's really all about those final touches that make shoes look amazing before they hit the shelves. You're not just packing shoes, you're ensuring that each pair is visually appealing and ready for sale.
Attention to detail is crucial.
Yes, as the career guide says.
Got it. What else does the guide highlight?
Precision and following instructions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Operators use specific techniques and materials as directed by their supervisor, which ensures a consistent, high-quality look for every pair.
Okay, so there's like element of artistry to it, but also a need for consistency in following those guidelines.
Right, it's finding that balance.
Got it.
And the guide also points out that the operator's work plays a crucial role in maintaining the high-quality presentation of footwear prior to sale.
Yeah.
It's that final quality check
That makes sense.
before the shoes reach the customer.
Okay, so we've got a good grasp of the role's importance. Now let's dive into the interview itself.
Okay.
What kind of questions can you expect?
This is where RoleCatcher really shines. They've analyzed tons of real-world interviews to give you a sneak peek into what hiring managers are asking. We're going to tackle 10 common questions and break down how to approach them.
Okay, I love it.
Great.
Let's start with the first one. How did you become interested in the role of footwear finishing and packing operator?
Yeah.
Seems simple enough, but what's the interviewer really getting at here?
Well, they want to understand your motivation. You know, what sparked your interest in this specific role at this specific company?
So it's beyond just needing a job.
Yeah, they're looking for genuine enthusiasm and a connection to the role.
Got it. So how do you make your answer stand out?
Show that you've done your research.
Okay.
Highlight any previous experiences or skills that relate to the role.
Okay.
Like attention to detail, a knack for working with your hands, or even an interest in fashion or design.
What if you're totally new to the field?
That's fine.
Okay.
Then focus on your eagerness to learn and contribute to a team.
Okay.
Maybe you've always been fascinated by the manufacturing process, or you're drawn to the idea of creating a finished product that people will love.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's about finding that genuine spark
Right.
and conveying it authentically.
And this is where RoleCatcher's AI can be really helpful, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
RoleCatcher's AI analyzes the specific job description and can help tailor your answer
Okay.
to highlight the skills and experiences that are most relevant. It can even provide feedback on your delivery, making sure you come across as confident and engaging.
That's like having a personal interview coach in your pocket.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move on to question number 2.
Okay.
How do you ensure the quality of finished products?
This is a great question.
Yeah.
This one's all about showcasing your attention to detail and your commitment to delivering excellence.
Yeah.
They want to know that you understand that quality is paramount in this role.
Okay, so how do you craft a winning answer?
Walk them through your process.
Okay.
Describe specific steps you take.
Yeah.
Whether it's inspecting for defects, making corrections, or double-checking your work.
Got it.
Don't just say you're detail-oriented. Show them how you are.
Yeah, don't just tell them, show them.
Right.
And this is where RoleCatcher can also help, right?
Yes, RoleCatcher's AI can analyze your response and provide feedback on whether you're hitting those key points the interviewer is looking for. It can even suggest ways to make your answer more specific or to highlight the skills that are most relevant to the job.
It's all about presenting yourself in the best possible light.
Exactly.
Okay, bring on question number 3.
All right.
How do you handle tight deadlines? I feel like this is a classic interview question.
It is a classic.
Yeah, for any job.
It is. And it's a chance to show that you can work under pressure and still deliver high-quality results.
Okay.
They want to see that you're calm, organized, and efficient.
So what's the secret to a winning answer here?
Share a concrete example. Talk about a time when you successfully navigated a tight deadline. Describe the situation, the task, the action you took, and the positive result.
Yeah.
Did you prioritize tasks? Did you communicate effectively with your team? Did you go the extra mile
Got it.
to ensure everything was completed on time?
It's about demonstrating your ability to handle stress and deliver results when the heat is on.
Exactly.
All right, let's move on to question number 4. How do you ensure the safety of yourself and others in the workplace?
Another important question.
Yeah.
Safety is paramount in any manufacturing environment, and this question is designed to gauge your awareness and your commitment to following protocols.
So how do you demonstrate that you're a safety-conscious individual?
Be specific.
Okay.
Mention concrete safety measures you take, like wearing appropriate PPE, reporting potential hazards, and adhering to established procedures.
Yeah.
Don't just say, I follow the rules, show them how you do it.
Oh, you can even take it a step further and talk about how you might encourage others to prioritize safety as well.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It shows leadership and a genuine concern for your colleagues' well-being.
Oh, question number 5. How do you handle difficult coworkers or supervisors? Now, this one can be a bit tricky, right?
It can be.
Yeah.
But it's an opportunity to showcase your interpersonal skills, your ability to resolve conflicts constructively, and your commitment to maintaining a positive work environment.
So how do you approach this one without sounding negative or placing blame?
Well, again, a real-life example is your best bet.
Okay.
Briefly, describe a situation where you had to navigate a difficult coworker or supervisor.
Yeah.
Focus on the steps you took to resolve the issue, the communication skills you employed, and the positive outcome you achieved.
It's about showing them that you can handle challenging personalities professionally and effectively.
Exactly.
Okay, let's keep this momentum going.
All right.
Question number 6. How do you prioritize your workload when given multiple tasks?
This is a common one.
Yeah.
This one's all about showcasing your organizational skills and your ability to manage your time effectively.
All right.
Footwear finishing and packing often involves juggling various responsibilities.
Yeah.
They want to see that you can handle it all without getting overwhelmed.
What are some key points to hit in your answer?
Talk about specific strategies you use to stay organized. Maybe you're a list maker. Maybe you rely on a planner or specific software, or maybe you have a unique system for prioritizing tasks.
Right.
Whatever it is, describe it clearly and connect it to how it helps you stay on top of your workload.
And a real-life example can really bring your answer to life. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Share a story about a time when you successfully managed a complex workload and achieved positive results. It shows them you can walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
Okay, we're making great progress.
Good.
What's question number 7 on our list?
This one builds on the theme of organization. How do you stay organized when handling a large volume of products?
Okay.
Efficiency and accuracy are key here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They want to know you can handle the volume without sacrificing quality.
So how do you showcase your organizational skills in a way that's relevant to this specific question?
Focus on the methods you use to maintain order and prevent errors.
Okay.
Do you have a labeling system? Do you use checklists or inventory software?
Yeah.
Be detailed and specific, paint a picture of your process.
It's about showing them that you have a system, not just winging it.
Exactly.
Okay, we've covered 7 common interview questions so far.
That's right.
And we're not done yet.
We're not.
Join us in part 2 as we tackle the remaining 3 questions, delve into career growth opportunities,
Yes.
and explore how RoleCatcher's AI can be your secret weapon for interview success.
Looking forward to it. Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of footwear finishing and tacking operators.
Yeah, it's amazing how RoleCatcher provides such detailed insights and guidance on all these interview questions.
It's a great resource.
But before we jump back into those questions, I'm kind of curious about something.
Sure.
The guide mentions that technology is becoming increasingly important in the footwear industry.
It is.
Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
Absolutely. The footwear industry is embracing automation and digital tools to streamline production and enhance quality control.
Okay.
So think about things like 3D printing for prototyping,
Oh, yeah.
laser cutting for precision,
Makes-
and even robotics for tasks like material handling and assembly.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
So someone coming into this role might need to be comfortable with technology and adaptable to new processes.
Absolutely. It's a field that's constantly evolving,
All
and
right.
being open to learning and embracing new technologies is essential for success.
That's a great point. Okay, let's get back to those interview questions.
Yeah.
What's next on our list?
All right, question number 8. How do you handle repetitive tasks?
Go.
Now, this might seem like a simple question,
Yeah.
but it's actually a clever way for interviewers to assess your patient's attention to detail
Oh, so?
and your ability to stay focused even when things get monotonous.
It makes sense. Footwear finishing and packing probably does involve a lot of repetitive tasks.
It does.
So how do you answer this question in a way that kind of highlights your strengths and addresses any potential concerns the interviewer might have?
Focus on the positive aspects of repetitive work.
Okay.
You can mention that you appreciate the rhythm and predictability of such tasks, and that you find satisfaction in perfecting a process. You can also talk about strategies you use to maintain focus, like setting personal goals.
Yeah.
Or finding ways to make the work more engaging.
So, for example, you could say something like, I find that breaking down tasks into smaller chunks helps me stay focused and motivated.
Exactly.
And I also make it a point to double-check my work to ensure accuracy, even when I'm doing the same task repeatedly.
That's perfect.
Okay.
And you can even connect it back to the company's values or goals. If they emphasize quality and consistency, highlight how your ability to handle repetitive tasks contributes to those outcomes.
Great point.
Ah.
Okay, what's question number 9 on our list?
It's another question designed to assess your adaptability. How do you handle unexpected changes in the production process?
Got it.
Things rarely go exactly according to plan.
Right.
So they want to see that you can roll with the punches and find solutions when things go wrong.
Okay, so how do you showcase your flexibility and problem-solving skills in a way that's compelling and relevant?
Again, a specific example is your best friend.
Yeah, examples are always great.
Talk about a time when you had to adapt to a sudden change in the workplace.
Yeah.
Maybe a machine malfunctioned, a shipment was delayed, or a new process was implemented.
Okay.
Describe the situation, the challenge it presented, the steps you took to address it, and the positive outcome you achieved.
It's all about demonstrating your ability to think on your feet, remain calm under pressure, and find creative solutions.
Right.
Okay, we've arrived at the final question on our list.
Right.
How do you ensure that all products are packed and shipped correctly?
Okay.
This one feels like it circles back to that emphasis on quality control we talked about earlier.
You're right.
Yeah.
The interviewer wants to see that you understand the importance of accuracy and efficiency, even in those final stages of production.
Okay.
Mistakes in packing and shipping can lead to delays, returns, and unhappy customers.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
So it's crucial to show that you take this responsibility seriously.
So how do you convey your meticulousness and attention to detail in this context?
Walk them through your process. Describe the steps you take to ensure accuracy. From double-checking packing slips and labels to using appropriate packaging materials and verifying shipping addresses. If you use any specific tools or systems to help you stay organized, mention those as well.
So for example, you could say, I always make sure to match the product code on the packing slip with the code on the shoebox to prevent any mix-ups.
Perfect.
And I also use a checklist to verify that all the necessary packing materials are included and that the shipping address is correct.
Exactly. It's all about painting a picture of your process and demonstrating your commitment to quality and accuracy.
Right.
And remember, RoleCatcher can help you tailor your answer even further.
Yeah.
Their AI analyzes job descriptions to identify key skills so you can make sure you're highlighting those skills in your response.
It's like having a personalized guide to help you navigate every aspect of the interview process.
Exactly.
Okay, we've now covered 10 common interview questions for footwear finishing and packing operator positions. That's a lot of ground.
It is, but we've equipped our listeners with some valuable insights and strategies to help them craft compelling answers and ace those interviews.
I agree. But let's not forget about the bigger picture, the career path.
Right.
Where can this role take you? What are the growth opportunities within the footwear industry? So we've talked about those interview questions, but now let's talk about the bigger picture, the career path.
Yeah.
Where can this role actually take you?
Yeah.
What are the growth opportunities in the footwear industry?
Well, the career guide outlines a pretty clear path for footwear finishing and packing operators, from entry level all the way to senior positions.
Let's map it out. What are the different stages of the career journey?
The guide breaks it down into 3 main stages.
Okay.
Entry level, junior, and senior.
Got it. So what are the typical responsibilities at each level?
At the entry level, you're really focusing on mastering the fundamentals, assisting with finishing techniques, packing footwear according to specifications, and ensuring the final product meets quality standards.
So it's all about learning the ropes, following instructions, building that solid foundation.
Exactly.
Okay, what about the junior level? What kind of growth can you expect there?
As a junior footwear finishing and packing operator, you'll take on more responsibility and start working more independently.
Got it.
You'll be applying those finishing techniques you learned, conducting quality checks, and even assisting with inventory management.
So you're not just following instructions anymore. You're starting to make decisions and contribute more strategically.
Exactly. And one interesting detail from the guide's example profiles is that holding a relevant certification can really help you stand out.
A certification? Like what kind of certification are we talking about?
There are certifications specific to footwear manufacturing processes,
Go.
quality control techniques, or even specific materials and technologies used in the industry.
So it shows employers that you're really committed to professional development.
Yes.
And staying up to date on those advancements.
Exactly.
That's a smart move. Okay, now let's talk about the big leagues. The senior footwear finishing and packing operator. What does it look like?
At the senior level, you're essentially leading the charge.
Got it.
You're overseeing finishing and packing operations, developing efficient processes, training and mentoring junior operators, and even collaborating with other departments to ensure smooth production.
Wow, that sounds like a really challenging but incredibly rewarding role.
It is. And it's not just about technical skills at this point. It's also about leadership communication and problem-solving abilities.
So you're not just a master of your craft, you're also a mentor and a leader.
Exactly.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, we've talked about those different stages of career growth.
Yeah.
But what about just like the overall pros and cons of this line of work?
Sure.
The career guide actually mentioned some interesting points here.
It does. Let's start with the pros.
Okay.
As we mentioned earlier, the job market for footwear finishing and packing operators is pretty stable.
Yeah.
Demand for skilled workers in this field remains high, which is always a good sign for job security.
That peace of mind is definitely a plus.
Right.
What else is on the pro list?
It's hands-on work,
Right.
which can be appealing to people who like to work with their hands and see tangible results. You're not just staring at a computer screen all day.
Yeah.
You're actively involved in creating that finished product.
Right. And depending on the company, there might even be room for some creativity.
Absolutely. Whether it's experimenting with finishing techniques or coming up with innovative packaging solutions,
It makes sense.
there are opportunities to bring your own ideas to the table.
Okay, so we've got stability, hands-on work, and potential for creativity.
Yeah.
That's a pretty compelling combination.
Yeah.
But let's be realistic. What are some of the downsides?
Well, the guide mentions that the work can be repetitive, which might not be everyone's cup of tea.
Right, that makes sense.
It requires patience and attention to detail, even when you're doing the same thing over and over again.
It's definitely something to consider if you really thrive on variety and constant change.
Right. And the work can also be physically demanding.
Yeah.
You'll likely be standing for long periods, using your hands and arms repetitively, and potentially lifting or moving boxes.
So it's not just about mental focus. It requires a certain level of physical stamina as well.
Exactly. And depending on the work environment, you might also be exposed to noise dust or fumes.
Okay, so there are definitely some factors to weigh carefully when deciding if this is the right career path for you.
Yeah.
But it sounds like the pros outweigh the cons.
I think so.
Especially if you're someone who really enjoys hands-on work, values job security, and is okay with a certain level of repetition.
Yeah, I agree with that. And remember, RoleCatcher's Career Guide provides even more detailed information about the pros and cons, salary expectations, industry trends, and other insights to help you make an informed decision.
It's an incredible resource for anyone considering a career as a footwear finishing and packing operator. But even with all the insights and preparation in the world, there's still that element of uncertainty when it comes to interviews.
Sure.
That's where RoleCatcher's AI-powered feedback really shines.
Right, absolutely. It's like having a personalized interview coach in your pocket.
Okay.
Ready to provide guidance and support every step of the way. Imagine you've spent hours crafting your answers to those common interview questions we discussed.
Right.
You've used the STAR method, you've highlighted relevant skills and experiences, but you're still not quite sure if you're hitting the mark.
We've all been there.
Right.
You want that extra reassurance that you're really putting your best foot forward.
Well, that's where RoleCatcher's AI comes in.
Okay.
You simply type or speak your answer into the app, and the AI analyzes it in real time.
Got it.
Comparing it not just to general best practices, but to the specific skills and keywords emphasized in the job description you're targeting.
So it's not just giving you generic feedback. It's tailoring its suggestions to the specific role you're applying for.
Exactly. It's like having an insider's perspective on what the hiring manager is really looking for.
Oh, wow.
It might suggest adding a detail
to
emphasize your initiative, rephrasing something to sound more confident, or even highlighting a specific skill that aligns perfectly with the job requirements.
That's incredible. It's like having a second pair of eyes.
Right.
But these eyes have analyzed thousands of job descriptions.
Yes.
And know exactly what works.
Exactly. It's about leveling the playing field.
Right.
And giving you the tools to present yourself in the best possible light. And the AI magic doesn't stop there.
Okay.
RoleCatcher can also help tailor your CV to each specific job you're applying for.
Okay, so it's not about creating one generic CV and blasting it out to every employer.
No, definitely not.
Mm-hmm.
The AI analyzes each job description,
Okay.
identifies the keywords and skills that are most important, and then suggests which experiences to highlight, how to structure your CV, and even which words and phrases to use to really make it stand out.
So it's about creating a CV that's not just a list of your accomplishments.
Right.
It's like a targeted marketing document designed to get you noticed by recruiters and hiring managers.
And here's the best part.
Okay.
RoleCatcher offers a free version.
Oh, wow.
So you can try out all these amazing AI-powered tools without any risk.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
You can get personalized career advice, interview prep, and even CV tailoring, all with the help of AI for free.
That's right.
So what's the key takeaway for our listeners who are getting ready for their footwear finishing and packing operator interviews?
I think the most important thing is to go in feeling confident, prepared, and ready to showcase your passion for the role.
And remember, you're not alone. You've got resources, you have guidance.
Yes.
And you even have AI in your corner.
That's right.
Now go out there and ace those interviews.
Good luck.
That's a wrap on our deep dive into the world of footwear finishing and packing operators.
Great.
We explored the role, we dissected those common interview questions, and we even charted that course for career growth.
Yes.
Within the footwear industry.
We did.
But most importantly, we highlighted the role that RoleCatcher can play in helping you navigate every step of your career journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
From that AI-powered CV tailoring and interview practice to insightful career guides and a massive database of employers.
It's an incredible tool.
RoleCatcher empowers you to take control of your career and achieve your goals.
It does.
So whether you're just starting out or you're looking to take your career to the next level, remember you have the tools and the resources you need to succeed.
You do.
And never stop learning, exploring, and pursuing those passions.
Keep learning.
The footwear industry is constantly evolving.
It is.
And there are endless opportunities for those who are willing to embrace the journey.
That's right.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you found it informative, insightful, and inspiring.
We did too.